HSV doing his first ever mod review, well, showcase of, if you had no idea, my brand new mod. So as you can see behind me is everything there is to expect in my very horribly done mod. Oh, and there goes the sounds. I have a very bad headset. Very sorry, guys. So we'll start off with like some of the items, then we'll go on to the structures. So it's just a stupid mod, not anything too cool or special. You know what? Hold on. I think there's. Hold on. Sorry, guys. There seems to be an issue. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now this sounds something was off. But yeah, it's just a silly little mod, not anything special. But it's basically just a mod based off my cone, as you can see. Yeah, you got like, a little block here. So basically use a concrete and you can make the purple stripe block right here. And yes, it does work with, putting it with normal concrete. Using any other texture packs, it doesn't work. Go away, man. Yeah, it works with other blocks. Then we have, this is, I want to have everything kind of set up so you guys know what you're working with. I have lost everything. Okay, I don't know where all my stuff is gone. Technical difficulty. Usually everything is here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, white stripe. So the white stripe is just used to go in between this. And it's to create, this was planned to be a coin for a villager, but it never, happened because it never worked. That was the sad reality of that. Why is nothing? Oh, there they are. They're in the middle. I didn't notice. Sorry. But we'll go through everything, all the main little tools and stuff before we get onto the equipment. So the stripe goes in between this to make this was a coin. So it's the cone orb. So you also have the purple ore, which you will get from the actual ore itself. We'll test that out in a second once I've done this. So you just mine it and you'll get this ore. It can also be found in that little structure or underground. Then we have the actual purple ingot, which will be used to make the armor. So you just need, netherite scrap and some of the purple ore, and that will craft the ingot. Just pink version of an iron ingot. And then we have, again, using the purple ore, you can create a block, which, funny little doodad here, it makes you faster. Same with the ore itself. Yeah, that's what it does. It's stupid. But using this block, you can use it to create the template. So it's just same exact thing like the normal, templates that you use to make netherite armor, but instead of duplicating, because I don't know how to do that, I've just put, the block and then the orb. So those two work in here. Okay, sorry guys, that's again very bad mic. I'm gonna replace it hopefully soon if I can get the money for it. There we have cone armor template. So pretty average thing. Now we can move on to the armor itself, which this is what it looks like. I know, crappy. The clipping is atrocious, but it's armor, it's beauty. Okay, it's beautiful in its own right. Okay. Now we have the armor itself, so we'll get rid of all this. So again, you just need netherite. Yes, You need netherite with the upgrader and the. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm gonna. Hold on. Okay, I just ripped out the charge. That just shows the quality of this mod. So yeah, you got the helmet. We can grab all of the armor pieces. So it is ready. So yeah, you got the helmet. The helmet gives you night vision. So, oh yeah, and those, but it seems to bug out a bit, but it does give you really good stats. Let's rip that off. Then the chest plate, same exact thing, just netherite chest plate. Oh, whoops. Okay, hold on. And then you have the chest plate, which gives you a lot of stuff. Again, very buggy because modding is annoying, and I have done this mod 10 different times. But that's the chest plate, it gives you those. Then you got the leggings with, again, the template, the ingot, and the pants. Putting those on. I don't recommend using the armor, especially the pants. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's horrible. It's a bad mod. I might fix it in the future when I get better tools, but it's what you use the armor for is what gets better. Okay, and then we have the boots. So again, the boots use that, and then make the boots. Now the boots give you jump boost. Again, every other armor piece except the pants, because haste and all that speed, it bugs out and it gives you like a panic attack. So I don't recommend it. Yeah, the armor is used for that, but using the armor 4. Now this is version 1 of the sword. I don't recommend making this. I've just kept it in the files as like a failure thing. It does one-shot stuff, but it breaks after you use it the one time. Now, it's only slightly easier than the next sword. As you can see on the very right corner, you can see a nether star, because that is the updated sword, which I just finished because I had to go through trial and error trying to get the coding worked. And it's still pretty bad, but it's better than that, and it's indestructible. So it's a very good sword. Same crafting recipes, just those two are swapped out, but it replaces the ingots with nether stars, makes it harder because it is stronger. The next item, which is not good, is my shield here. Now, the reason why this shield is very bad is because it's actually worse than a normal shield. I only added it because it had my logo. That is its only purpose. It does make you invisible. That is the good thing about it, so you don't just go to that and not make this at all. But it does this. Oh, or not. I don't think it even works anymore. Yeah, it does that. It goes in front of your face. But basically the shield... I don't know why my camera's like following me perfectly. But yeah, the shield, you can kind of see it. It has my logo on it. That's all it does, and it gives you invisibility. But yeah, not a good item. I'm very disappointed in it. Doesn't work. It's what next is my favorite. I'll grab the swords. I will show you exactly why these swords are not good. Alright. Game mode S. So this is the main sword. Again, it has a better name, it's got the attack damage, and then you got this. It's got nothing. There's a bug on the website that I use, well, the app that I use to make my mods. They're very bad, but I try. I've been modding since 2018 on the same old apps, and I can't really get better because I get bored. And then when I do find out to make good stuff, I ruin it. I do have a mod though. Okay, yeah. So this sword gives you all the abilities. It gives you more health, it gives you speed, haste, all of that good stuff. but you can put it in your offhand. That's the good thing. But if you use it as a sword itself, it will not work. So let's get in summon Iron Golem. Now, this is the thing. You see the issue? It kind of one-shots and then he's dead. Now there's a new sword. Let's summon an Iron Golem again. And then we use the sword. Much better. It's just you don't have the stats until you have the other sword. So basically, you're going to want both. One for stats, one for the actual damage itself. So it kind of plays in, so it kind of has a use. Yeah, you can't put that one inside, only the other sword. Okay, now for the actual reason I made this mod to start off with is the structures. This was the first one I did. It's in the game. You'll find it in, I think, every biome, every main flat biome that isn't a desert. If it has grass, it's there. So it's just your average dungeon. You walk in. The loot's really good though. Yeah, this is how it looks on the inside. Very spooky. So you got, zombie spawner. That's pretty good. You know? There's also, I believe, what's that spawn? I think that's skeleton. Oh no, that's zombies, and a skeleton one is there. So the loot you get, so you get mending. Mending is mainly good for the rest of the armor. Again, I'm going to fix the pants. It's just in the update that I'm about to release. When this video goes out, the update for the mod will be out with all this stuff. And then you've got another chest here with the mellow heat. The only reason why it's here is because it has the purple and white, the disc. So I want to put that in there. This room doesn't have a chest because it's got the stairway to the second level. This chest in here is more, it's got some potions, a sword, some stripes, and suspicious stew. This room has a bunch more random stuff, white stripes, purple ore, the good stuff. Did we look in this room? Yeah, we looked. Now we can go upstairs to the next floor, which will have wither skeletons. So, a little bit more here, a little stronger enemies, but the loot here is amazing. So basically, this room, got a bit of armor there. So if you're first starting out, you have like an iron sword or something. You come in here, you could take this place down and get some good stuff to start off with. Again, bunch of iron, some ore again, mending. There's also a gold one. So a bunch of gold, some obsidian and stuff. Again, stuff kind of relating to the theme that I'm going with. And this room. So this actually has, coal in the furnaces for you to take. It's got a netherite helmet. You've got a smithing table. You've got some crates filled with food. There's also a cone orb just in there. There's also this chest with some netherite scrap. So it's basically to kind of get you set up with making a piece of armor at least. You still need like all the other materials, but again, it's very helpful. Again, that's the entrance there. Go upstairs, and you've got the more balcony type zone. Chest here filled with more loot, wool, diamond pickaxe. One over here, bunch more of like string, white stripes, diamond boots, iron chestplate. I just threw stuff together. In here is better loot. You get a few blocks of diamonds, but with the skeletons. So these guys spawn around. So, not bad at all. So that's this structure. Again, this spawns in almost every biome. You'll find it a lot. It's pretty tall. This one you will find in every single biome other than, the other dimensions. But this one here has the ore. You can find the ore underground, of course, in random spots, but you're guaranteed to find the ore in these. You break it open, you'll find the ore inside. I don't really want to wreck it because, I don't know. Maybe we can. So you break it open. There, see? You got the ore. And you'll find that inside. There's bits. It's not like full, but it's like bits, bobs you'll find. Then we have a little campsite here. These guys don't spawn in it, sadly. I thought they did when I copied it. But it's okay. But yeah, you've got all, bit of stuff here. Smithing table, some beds, all purple cone stuff. This is mainly why I made the stripe. I wanted to test it out on this. And then we have a portal. Now, this, again, spawns in the same biomes as that tower, because, again, the grass. So that will spawn in the same biomes. Then we've got this portal one here. Now, this one I just built for funds, because I had it hitting my head, it's got the new copper beams up there, chest full of stuff, gold, obsidian. Oh yeah, also speaking of which, the chest in here, iron. Yeah, there's enough blocks here to make a full portal if you want. You just gotta, destroy these, so it's not like super easy for you to do. But I think you still could, yeah, you still could, but But you'll find that in the same biomes as those two. This one, I've made the biome specifically forests, because it is literally a full starter home. But it's a nice one, and again, this is why you need, excuse me, the education mode. Because you will find these torches. Purple ones, and they look nice. Yeah, like you got plenty of droppers for some reason, and crates. I thought I put furnaces, but it's still like a bunch of loot for you to get. You've got purple glass, flowers everywhere, that sort of thing. But the inside, it's just a start. But there are mobs that do spawn. You got the bogged, they're annoying. And the loot, more purple concrete, some purple ores. That's pretty alright. You got some stuff over here. None of these are filled. I didn't want to fill like all of those. I kind of just wanted you to have a bit of loot, because again, you're getting a full house if you want to. Look, you got a bedroom up here, little seating area there. Got the kitchen. You got a balcony out there. So again, if you find this, you can turn it into a starter home. And again, more bogged spawn. And again, upstairs, you got this one singular chest. Bunch of loot in there. Plus 6 and 5, have your chests all in there. Yeah, another bog spawner. You got a little enchantment section here, and a copper golem. This little guy to help you out. But again, you gotta fix him up. Then we can go down again. So those are all the structures. Simple stuff. So again, it's just a silly little mod. It's not really anything special. If you do play with it, I hope you have fun, and if you have any ideas, link them in the comments on this video, or go to the mod itself and add the comments there. Now, last thing I will show you as well is, yes, the ore works. Let me get a pickaxe. And game mode S. So yes, if you do find the ore, breaks into that. And it's very easy to break too. You'll always get 3. I wanted to do 1, but I just want you to have fun. So yeah, get your purple ore from that. You can't uncraft this. That's another thing I want to say. Say you do get a ton of those ores. Don't make too many blocks thinking that they stack and then you can uncraft them. I can't do that if for some reason it doesn't work with my mod. And also with the armor, don't use the pants. Just use the rest of the armor. If you're on mobile, use it at your own risk, because again, you'll have the, I'm looking over, but the icons on the right of all the effects, and they kind of fill up the screen. But again, I hope you use the mod. This was just a little thing to show it off. Thank you for watching, and enjoy my mod. Pretty please.